We recently did a scientific study with Sleep Lab where subjects had to wear wearable devices to measure their sleep. And they slept both on Ettitude, their current sheets, and we gave them the regular cotton sheets from a competitor. And it turned out that over 80% preferred Ettitude sheets, but also from the wearable devices, they showed that people actually had 1.5% better sleep efficiency, which is clinically significant. That 1.5% doesn't sound like a lot, but it translates into 43 extra hours of sleep per year. And that's clinically significant. And the reason why is because the fabric is thermoregulating and moisture wicking. So it makes you feel more comfortable at an optimal temperature for sleep. So you're not tossing and turning at night. You're not sweating as much, waking up in a pool of sweat, and as a result, waking up and trying to go back to sleep. So that's what's really helping to improve sleep because of the properties of the fabric.
Welcome to Super Entrepreneurs Podcast. I'm your host, Shahid Durrani. Today we have with us Phoebe Yu and Kat Day. They are the co-founders of Ettitude, an award-winning next-gen materials company innovating eco-textiles to fight climate change. While running two global textile companies, Phoebe Yu realized that textiles is the number 2 most polluted industry in the world and contributes 10% of global CO2 emissions. With her vision of revolutionizing the textile industry, she spent years on research and development, testing materials, weaving and dyeing techniques to finally perfect and launch Ettitude innovative clean bamboo fabric in 2014. Welcome to our show, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
This is great. So you guys are both partners.
Yes.
Yes, I'm the co-founder and president of Ettitude. I joined about 5 years ago after Phoebe had already spent all this amazing time doing the research and development and developed our clean bamboo fabric. And I fell in love with the fabric and the impact of it. So I joined the company as co-founder.
That's amazing. So how did you even get into this, Phoebe? I assume that you were in the textile business?
Yes. At that time, back in Asia, made in China is before Ettitude, my career was really in helping big international company develop and sourcing products in Asia. So I can firsthand see what the pollution of the conventional textile caused. And at that time, I think that's 20 years ago. So companies didn't really care about sustainability that much. What they care about was the performance of textile, the price. But I think as the world progresses, I'm happy to see that consumers are pushing more, government regulations catching up, because really this problem is getting bigger and bigger, right? It's impact people's everyday life. So really glad to see that the world is moving to the right direction, but still a lot of work to do. So that gave me the inspiration that definitely there's a business opportunity white space there. And that's what my passion is, to develop not just high performance textile, but they are also sustainable. And I believe that sustainable textile doesn't mean it's not high performance. To balance the two of it, then you really have a competitive advantage over the conventional textiles. I think a lot of times brands or company hesitant to use sustainable, or consumer hesitant to use sustainable products because there is a misconception that they think it will just be more expensive or low performance, but that's not true anymore, because we're using innovative technology. You can have all of this.
And the technology itself was developed by you guys as well, or is it third party?
Also, we partner with fiber technology. So the technology is actually come out of a university in China, and then we commercialize it. We did a lot of tests to make sure it actually works in real world, not just in the labs. The technology is like in the fiber level, so to how to process organic bamboo in a very clean way, in a closed loop way that use organic solvent that doesn't use any harmful chemical. And then the end result is a very high quality fiber. And then we also testing a lot how to turn that fiber into then high quality yarns and also weaving into different textiles. Of course, our signature beddings is a woven satin weave, but we also have a waffle weave. We also just launched a vegan cashmere in February, which is another type of weaving. It's all same, utilize the same clean bamboo textile, and we can do knit. So that's really versatile because the technology lies at the fiber level. And from that fiber, it can turn that into all sorts of different textile.
Yeah, you can make socks, you can make anything, even carpet.
You can even make shoes, yes, or curtains
shoes
or sofa. Yeah, just by blend with other sustainable material, then it is even more applications. So it's a really exciting time.
So
most
you would
people
have
think
to
about the problem. Like most people think that they know that fashion, for example, is a really dirty textile kind of industry, contributing to a lot of waste, contributing to a lot of chemical usage and water, and depletes lands for growing the fibers that are being used. But also home goods textiles is also extremely polluting. And the reason being is that there's even more amount of textile that's being used for the home. For example, bedding industry, the curtains, the furniture, all of that is using textiles, and we don't even think about it.
Can you explain the process of creating clean bamboo and how it differs from other bamboo fabrics on the market?
Yeah, so all other bamboos on the market are the bamboo viscose. They use the old viscose way to process their bamboo, which means they still use harmful chemicals. And it all depends on the manufacturer. Are they very strict on their wastewater management, or how much are those toxic material have leaking out of to the environment? So bamboo viscose is the first generation of bamboo textile. And there's also bamboo model, which is second generation, a little bit better, but still not. And ours is the third generation, which totally is non-toxic. It is an organic compound that we use to dissolve the bamboo to get the fiber out of it. And also at the same time, we recycle this compound in the system and recycle the water in the system. So it's a highly efficient, water efficient process. So we save like almost 100% water compared to silk process, or also 99, close to 90, 99, 98% compared to cotton. We save a lot of water just because the water was you reuse in the system. So the wastewater go out is totally clean.
That's excellent. Ettitude brand, how do you ensure your production process, the actual production process, are environmentally friendly?
We have a lot of regulation and certification. So like the whole process, I think we are also very limited brands out there have like tier 5 transparency. And also we did a CA data and analysis for each, from the fiber to the yarn and to the weave and the dyeing and cut and sew. We all calculate its impact. So to make sure it's all very low impact. And then we also offset all that impact. So we are a climate neutral company. That means we offset all the carbon emissions we had, even it's already very low out of the gate, which we also did an analysis, and verified with climate neutral. We are also B Corp, so has very strict like supply and compliance regulation. We just recently got also accepted to the Canopy Hot Button report because the way we manage our bamboo forest, it's an organic farm and also using responsible farming technique. So it's been okay, green lights by the Canopy Hot Button. So there's a lot of testing, certification. So we have a lot of supply chain to make sure like everything is meet our standards. Meet the Ettitude standard, which is means eco attitude. The brand name is, so yeah, we have very high standards at each touch point of our supply chain.
Cool. So what about the feel, the softness, the durability compared to other fibers? How does it weigh in?
Yeah, I think I can speak to that because I was completely sold on the feel of the fabrics. I got connected with Phoebe online through Angel List. She sent me the sheets, which is our first application of this amazing technology, is for bedding fabric. She sent me the sheets and I had the best sleep of my life. They were just so incredibly soft, really comfortable, feeling very luxurious and breathable and so natural too. And my husband loved them too. He's a hot sleeper. I'm a cold sleeper. So we both loved the fabric. We're like so comfortable in it. And yeah, I just enjoyed the feeling of it. And we recently did a scientific study with Sleep Lab where subjects had to wear wearable devices to measure their sleep. And they slept both on Ettitude, their current sheets, and we gave them the regular cotton sheets from a competitor. And it turned out that over 80% preferred Ettitude sheets, but also from the wearable devices, they showed that people actually had 1.5% better sleep efficiency, which is clinically significant. That 1.5% doesn't sound like a lot, but it translates into 43 extra hours of sleep per year. And that's clinically significant. And the reason why is because the fabric is thermoregulating and moisture wicking. So it makes you feel more comfortable at an optimal temperature for sleep. So you're not tossing and turning at night. You're not sweating as much, waking up in a pool of sweat, and as a result, waking up and trying to go back to sleep. So that's what's really helping to improve sleep because of the properties of the fabric. But also we've tested the other qualities of it. We actually found out that Ettitude's clean bamboo is actually better at moisture wicking and cooling, but also it's more durable than cotton, viscose, and even tencel, which is a lyocell made from trees. So that's really great because you don't have to dispose of your products. It will last longer.
A lot of people like the Egyptian cotton, the higher count, the softer it is. Which one would you compare your sheets with? Which count Egyptian cotton?
Yeah, we've heard from customers that Ettitude makes their 1,000 thread count Egyptian cotton sheets feel like sandpaper. That's from a customer.
No way.
Yeah.
From a customer.
That is
believe
awesome.
it. So I would compare Ettitude's fabric closer to silk versus to cotton. It's incredibly soft.
Amazing. I love that.
That's our sateen weave, which is silky. Yeah. So that's the sateen
and
weave.
you're doing good.
Exactly. Yeah. So it feels amazing. Plus, on top of that, you feel good because you're contributing to...
it probably adds to the sleep, right?
You don't have to worry about as bad about your purchase. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the other thing I stopped worrying about is from a health perspective. I come from a wellness background professionally, and I was just really concerned about all the chemicals that are being used in textiles. And we sleep for, let's say, 8 hours per night. Your skin, which is your largest organ, is against fabrics that are using harmful chemicals. And you don't want to absorb that into your body. So with Ettitude's clean bamboo, it's completely non-toxic. The entire supply chain, starting from growing of the bamboo, which is grown in an organic farm, there's absolutely zero harmful chemicals in the entire supply chain. So I feel safe having my baby sleep on Ettitude, myself sleeping on Ettitude, knowing that there were no harmful chemicals in the process.
And the farms are third party, or are their own farms that you're getting the bamboo?
No, that's a third party. But down the road, in a couple of years, we were looking to own farm and start to practicing regenerative farming practice. Yeah.
Are you guys selling all over the world, or is there specific countries right now?
I think we're mostly selling in the United States and Australia. But anyone from multiple countries can order from our website. Yeah.
And you're seeing growth.
Yeah. We've been listed on Inc. 5000 fastest growing company twice in a row.
I love this stuff. So are you guys open to people joining you guys, investors or other partners, anything like that anybody in the audience would find interesting?
Yeah, I think if they reach out to us, we can definitely have a conversation.
Okay, that's good. And was there any kind of a headache or a challenge that you went through and you overcame basically while growing this company, this manufacturing?
Phoebe, maybe from a R&D perspective.
Yeah, there's always...
just growing the manufacturing plant.
Yes, but it's always late. Anything will always be late. So buffer and just maybe something will went wrong during R&D, or when you launch a new product, a new color, some little things wrong, and you have to fix it. So always plan, just leave a really safe buffer time before launch so that you don't miss that. Well, even Apple might delay their launch. Something happens, you have to do it. You cannot launch like when the product has not been perfected. So be patient because it's a physical product. Is that even the software, you need a lot of testing, right? There's always some bugs or so just be really,
Where's the
really,
manufacturing?
we have a global supply chain. So Asia mainly is in China and in South America. So since this fall, the majority of our bedding will be made in South America, and then also start to testing knitting products in Portugal and Europe. So we have a global supply chain too. So that also added complexity, different time zones, a lot of manufacture, make sure they are all compliant. I think one way to use technology is use platform to manage them, set up process so that make sure they all follow the same practice with us.
What is the most popular product that you have right now?
She said the bedding, yeah.
The sheets?
I think
bedding? Yeah.
the sheets, yes.
Yeah. What else do you guys make? The sheets and what else?
So we make bedding, so everything that sheet sets, duvets, duvet covers,
Yeah.
pillowcases.
The whole set.
But then we've actually expanded beyond that. So customers were asking to wear our fabric. So we made a small
nice.
women's wear collection, which is really beautiful. My favorites are the wide-legged pants, and I love our blouses as well. We have a really cool jumpsuit. So it's a small capsule collection. But also we have a different type of material, which is a waffle weave. So we made towels and bathrobes. Those are really nice too. I use them and I love them. They're just really soft and really good at absorbing water. So great for example, our hair towel is really amazing. It has over 10,000 5-star reviews because people love that it prevents frizz. It just absorbs water, and because the fiber is smoother, it doesn't create abrasion for hair. And that's really great for that.
I absolutely love your website, by the way. It's well done. It definitely, it's very easy flowing and elegant. It feels like you're buying something very expensive. It feels like a high-end product.
Yeah, but not at the price of cotton, basically. It's the same price as some of our regular cotton competitors.
Yes.
But you're getting a product that is completely non-toxic and feels amazing.
That's wonderful. I'm grateful to have you guys on the show. So can you share what you feel your innermost superpower is? Like Phoebe can go, and then Kat, whoever wants to go first.
I think I always sometimes joke I'm an optimist. I think any entrepreneur need to be that, to be always
for sure.
Have a high energy level and just think the world will go better. I know there's people now start to worry about AI, but
expecting the best.
Expecting the best, but prepare for the worst. I think that's my
Good. And you, Kat?
I think I have a really strong attention to detail, and I can make myself do boring things for a really long time, which is like sometimes you just need to grind through a couple things to get things done, right? So I would say that's my superpower, just getting through things and getting things done, being efficient.
It was wonderful speaking to you guys today, learning about this. This is one of the reasons why I went into podcasting, is just to learn from you wonderful entrepreneurs and what you're doing for the world and innovations that you're coming up with. This is phenomenal. The idea, the concept, we're making the world better. We enjoy what we wear and we sleep on. It's healthy for our skin, and you're doing good out there. So it's not just for creating something just to sell. You're creating something to benefit people, which is commendable.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
I think.
It's great.
No problem.
Great
My
podcast.
Pleasure. Yeah. Thank you so much. My pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for attending and coming on the show here and speaking and sharing up your message and what you do. Appreciate you guys very much. And audience, thank you so much once again for joining us for another episode of Super Entrepreneurs Podcast. These ladies are doing some amazing things. If you have something that's burning in the back of your mind and has been for a while, and you have this idea and you want to do something, the best suggestion or recommendation that anyone could give is just take that first step, go towards it, see what is out there, see what you can do. You'll be resourceful. You'll find ways, even if it's no money. Don't let that stop you. Take a step. You'll find people. You attract people, the ones that you need to make that a reality. Wishing you guys all the best. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Thank you, Phoebe, and thank you, Kat.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.